Hefty's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Paladin to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've got 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. What's going up? Lacey, welcome in. John Strecker, what's up? Shiny Cornholio, good to see you. Dr. Fiend, welcome in. Slasher, I have not heard of that, Dr. Fiend. I'll have to check that out. But welcome in, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to get this Corsola today. And thanks to Kiro's generous donation yesterday, Kiro picked the next hunt, which will be Wild Encounters for Blipbug. So I want to hurry up and get that hunt started, which means we need to hatch a shiny Galarian Corsola right quick. How was everybody's Saturday? What'd you have going on? What'd you do? Tell me good stuff. Did you eat food? If so, was it good tasting? If you did not eat food, did you drink something nice? If you didn't eat or drink anything, are you okay? What's up, Shiny Cornholio with the 20 months of membership, nearing 2 years of the greatest chill streamer. Thank you so much, Shiny Cornholio. You've been around since pretty much the beginning. I appreciate you. You ended up doing Gigamax Meowth raids from invites. Sweet. Nice. How'd that go for you? I got an itchy nose. Still no luck with the Corsola. Nope, no Corsola. You had Raisin Bran. Also had a big mug of coffee with cream and sugar. Nice. That sounds delicious. We need one more eggy. Only did 2? Okay. Okie dokie. Here we go. Last egg of this batch. And then we're going to start hatching. What are you guys thinking? Are we going to get the Galarian Corsola today? Is it going to happen? Is today going to be the day? It's a goofy Pokemon look. It really is. It really is. It's like someone took a Meowth and stretched it out like taffy. Doing Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures for a friend. Very cool. I have a friend that's doing Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures now. Alright, here we go. Well, let's see if we can get a shine. No shine on the first check of the day. What a scam. How about the second one? I ate some good food yesterday. I beat Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts, 100%ed it. Well, 100%ed it-ish. I still didn't manage to get the mystery mold from the Black Fungus. But I finished the synthesis, got all the ultimate weapons, beat all the optional bosses, got everyone to level 100. It was a good day. So now I'm working on Chain of Memories. It was a blast from the past. Your papa used to eat Raisin Bran, then would pour the milk from his cereal into his black coffee. I've never tried that before, but that sounds pretty awesome, actually. You mean scalloped potatoes for later? Nice. I love scalloped potatoes. You can't defeat him without you, so every day you play is your good deed for the day for her. That's really nice of you, Shiny Cornholio. You think I'll get before 700? I hope so, Lacey. I really hope so. We are now well over 100 plus eggs over odds. We need to get this thing. 113 checks so far. Dang, I got mine, believe it or not, on 112. 112 for the Zygarde, 213 for the Solgaleo, 74 for the Lunala, and I don't remember any of the rest. Is Gary a new stream mascot? Gary's going to hang out for a bit if his schedule allows. Or it could be that I left him in the chair yesterday and forgot about it until it was time to stream today. He's kind of comfortable like a pillow. 89 checks for your Zygarde. I hope you get soon. I mean, you still need it, right? So even though you're helping out your friend with the Zygarde hunt, you still have the opportunity to get it yourself. Three eggs. The eggs are coming quick today. You'll love to see it. I remember before I got my Zygarde, a good friend of mine is also a streamer, D-Lo. He was hunting for Zygarde, and I remember he was running a Dynamax Adventure for Zygarde, and I was like, I can't join this one. I'm going to join on the next one. He's like, all right, bet. So I get my Switch already. I'm ready to join in on the next one, and then he finishes the Dynamax Adventure that I couldn't join in on, and that's the one that he got the shiny Zygarde, and I was super happy for him. But I was also a little bit bitter that I didn't get a chance to do Dynamax Adventure for Zygarde. I should start a wheel because I'm hefty. Have a trash bag look of a wheel and have stuff on it for when people see you. I mean, that is an idea. I feel like I already steal enough stuff from Kem, though. I don't know if I want to start stealing even more stuff. But I do want to do something. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. I know there's no original ideas on the YouTube, but I want to try and find something that's a little bit more original. That doesn't seem like I'm just blatantly taking stuff that other people do. I just haven't figured out exactly what that is yet. I mean, and Kira was extremely generous yesterday. Kira got to pick the next hunt, and I feel like I still owe Kira a few other things as well. You sometimes watch a series A-Drive does about the best and worst shiny moments of the week. One of them was a Pokemon YouTuber called M&J TV fighting shiny Reshiram on his first check. I've seen that video. It's pretty crazy. First check Reshiram. That's wild. Dice roll. That's an interesting thought. That is an interesting one. That is interesting. I'm not opposed to it. I just gotta figure out what the different roles would equate to. Come on, where the heck is the shiny? I was hoping for an early one today. That's how you found Chem Nation because of A-Drive Shiny of the Week? That's right. Yeah, he's been on there a couple times, actually. I know he was on there for the Dunsparce. And I feel like he was on one back from, like, Gen 8. I can't remember what it was, though. What's up, Mewtwo? Good to see ya. Mewtwo, where the heck is the shiny at? I thought you said I would have it by now. Happy birthday, Jess. How you doing? How was work yesterday? I kept Gary. Gary's still in the chair. Like dice trolls either cause chaos or keep people out of it. Very bad at them. Your character got the same leg broken twice by the same ward within 2 hunting trips before the Okota. That's crazy. Jerry, how are you today? Got up late and cussed out by a customer too? Oh no. 5 out of 10 could you stay positive? Love to hear it. Good job, Jess. Can't believe you got cussed out by a customer on your birthday. Going to IHOP today with Mama in an hour. Nice. Tell Mom I said hi. Are you going to show off your swag new glasses? Or are you waiting for the lenses to get made? I went out for breakfast today. I said yesterday that I was going to go out for breakfast today, and I did. I did in fact keep that promise to myself. Waiting for the lenses still? Gotcha. You guys want to see what I had for breakfast? And on Valentine's Day and your birthday, and you got cussed out. That's crazy. This is what I had for breakfast. Belgian waffle with blueberries, fresh blueberries and whipped cream. Coffee, of course. 2 eggs sunny side up, and 3 pieces of crackling bacon. That's what I had. What's up, Shiny Bulba King? It was very delicious. And you know what? It's one of those little mom and pop diners. Jerry, you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. No, it wasn't toilet bacon. It was just regular type. John, you know what? I waited for as long as I could, and then I just got too hungry. So, I mean, I was waiting for you. You just never showed up. So this is a little mom and pop shop. It's been around for a long time. That meal, including the coffee, because the waffle special includes bottomless coffee, it's $12.99. It was not stink bacon. What a deal. What a deal indeed. I pay more for a lunch at a drive-thru restaurant. Hey, $12.99 just for the coffee. That better be good coffee, Jerry. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I love mom and pop diners, though. Wanda was my waitress. Wanda's always my waitress. She's been there for like 100 years. Food is very expensive. But the problem is I need to eat food to live. My waffle looked huge. It was a pretty big waffle. I'm still full. I ate that 3 hours ago and I'm still full. That's gross, Jess. That's yucky. It's funny how my Chandelure still isn't level 100. I feel like I'm slacking. That's gross, Jerry. You wonder who tested the animal poop coffee thing? My guess is it was an accident. I have to. For my own sanity, I have to believe that that was discovered by accident. Do I like mustard on things? Yeah, like hot dogs or burgers or like bratwurst with sauerkraut. But not like on ice cream or spaghetti. You're off today, so you're in the middle of making pancakes. Ooh, making pancakes. Making bacon pancakes. I like pancakes. But I'm still full from that waffle. You hate sauerkraut? That's okay. I will eat all the sauerkraut that you leave on your plate. Love sauerkraut. Wow, the game really lagged there for a second. We are back on the good capture card today. The nice Elgato 60 frames per second. It just, you know, worked today. Like yesterday never even happened. I don't know what happened yesterday, but it's fine now. I can have your sauerkraut too? Thank you. You wonder if you would like it now? What, sauerkraut? I like sauerkraut. Had it once and didn't like the texture. Huh. I mean, the texture is like not too dissimilar from a lot of like leafy vegetables, I would think, or like other things. Maybe not leafy vegetables, but I don't think of the sauerkraut texture being unique. I feel like it's a pretty common food texture. It's like slivers. I guess coleslaw might be the closest thing I would compare it to as far as texture goes. Yeah, try again. Coleslaw smells so off-putting for you? Wow. Okay, I'll take your coleslaw too. I don't know why people don't like good foods. Get yourself a nice slaw dog. Hot dog with coleslaw and ketchup. Yum. Jerry knows what's going on. Jerry likes sauerkraut. Yeah, I know someone that thinks that hot dogs smell weird. Which is weird because I never really thought of hot dogs having a smell. Come on, Shiny. What the heck? Jerry, I need some of your luck. Sauerkraut, mustard, and a barat's an undefeated combo. John, thank you. Thank you. Finally, someone's talking sense in the chat. With raisins. Coleslaw with raisins. That's interesting. Zen, what's going on, Zen? I am so sorry that I had to end stream like right after you showed up yesterday. It was not intentional. Debate on whether gasoline smells good or not. I do not like the smell of gasoline. The smell of gasoline makes me nauseous. Gives me a headache and makes me nauseous. That's where I'm at on that debate. In your German genes preventing you from hating sauerkraut? Yeah. You don't like mustard, pickles, or olives? Never have, never will. I love pickles. I like mustard. I hate olives. Zen, I'm doing well, buddy. Thank you. You're reading some interesting stuff right now. I always enjoy our DM conversations. You are reading some interesting comics. And I didn't say anything the other day about Doctor Strange. Maybe I should have. I didn't want to be the guy that's like, oh, you're starting there. We'll actually need to start like 40 issues earlier. But I'm glad you're going back and starting from the beginning. What about dead skunk smell? Dead skunk? I don't know if I've ever smelled dead skunk. Regular skunk spray, I can't smell it that much. Like, I can tell that there is a smell, but it doesn't really bother me. Make sure you do research heavily before starting to run. That's fair. Tyler Shanks, what's going on? It's been a while, buddy. Yeah, long time no see. Been busy with stuff on your end. Lurking while playing Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Nice. Glad to hear it, Tyler. Enjoy that. Tyler, before you go off into Lurksville, playing New Horizons, speaking of which, though, what do you think about Pokopia? Do you think you're going to pick up Pokopia? Is that going to be one of the 30 games that you play every day? Swimming pool locker room smell. I mean, well, that just smells like what a Bean Boozled tastes like. I think that was my 5. Yep. I love pickles, but onions are iffy. Mustard's a big nope, and olives are disgusting. Skunk spray and weed smoke smell similar. Both are pungent and gross. Um, I uh, I I went to college. I don't like the smell of the marijuana. Um, but yeah, I can't like skunk doesn't bother me. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. What's going on, Ivo? I've not even heard that till now. If you're being honest, Tyler, you gotta look it up. It comes out in March. It's basically Animal Crossing but Pokemon. A few big name content creators got a chance to get a hands-on demo last week, and it sounds like it's getting really good reviews. But yeah, I love pickles, but they gotta be dill pickles. Not a big bread and butter fan. Onions, I'm fine with. Well, I don't want to eat like, a raw onion. I'm not going to eat it like an apple. But if there's onions in something, that's fine. But yeah, olives are terrible. Olives are just not good. Maybe I could raise a skunk one day. Maybe. That is a possibility. Sounds like it'd be fun. Might try it out, but obviously see if you... Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I was just thinking of you. Thought that might be something you'd be interested in. Comes out right before your birthday. That's right, Mewtwo. I think it's what? March 5th? Go into that diner and live stream eating a raw onion? No, thank you. I was chopping up onions at work the other day for a salad, and somebody was like, "Oh, wow, I can really smell that onion. That's strong. That's pungent." And I could smell it, but it didn't I didn't think it was that strong. Olives with cream cheese? Oh my goodness. I'm not a I'm actually cream cheese is okay. Cottage cheese I do not like. That's the day after your little brother's birthday? How about that? Do onions have layers? They do. They do, just like ogres. Come on, I really want to get this shiny. I can't believe the game's being so mean to me. First MASUDA hunt we do in like 3 years, and it goes over odds. That's right, just like ogres. Did I hear someone say not that long ago they're making another Shrek movie? Or did I imagine that? What am I reading currently? Right now I am about 8 issues deep into Luke Cage, Zen. I'm at the. I'm very excited. The current issue that I am going to be reading, I guess the next issue I should say, is the classic Luke Cage versus Doctor Doom issue, where he breaks into Doom's castle in Latveria. He tracks down Doctor Doom to pay him for an unpaid bill, and he grabs Doctor Doom. And he's like, "Where's my money, honey?" I'm very excited about that. Monkey is what's up. It has been a while. Cottage cheese, only like if pineapples are mixed in with it. I've never heard of cottage cheese and pineapples. Cottage cheese with either blueberries or strawberries. This is something I've not heard about, mixing cottage cheese with fruits. Dragon Cell, okay, yeah. Get both the same party now that I'm close to double odds. That would be pretty sweet. If we hatch 2 shinies in the same batch of 5, that would be the best thing ever. Because I do need 2. What's up, Brad the Dad? I watched the trailer for Spider-Man Noir yesterday. Yep. Just call you monkeys. I will. I will do that. Just call me monkeys in the morning, baby. Not even joking when you say this. You were up to like 1:45 a.m. last night just trying to catch a dumb little blowfish. I got lucky and also caught tuna as well. Very happy with that. Nice. Good job, Tyler. It's so silly you want to do a watch party with y'all. Maybe we can arrange that, class. Holy smokes, Brad the Dad. You just scared the bejesus out of me. You love the Heroes for Hire, right? I'm very excited about it. So I have the 2 Luke Cage Epic Collections, so I'll be reading those. And then after the 2 Luke Cage Epic Collections, it goes into Power Man and Iron Fist Heroes for Hire. And unfortunately, I don't have the first 2 collections of that. Those are ones I got to track down. I do have volumes 3 and 4 of that, but I need 1 and 2. So I'll probably have to take a little break after the second Luke Cage volume. Did I get a new camera? Yes, I mean, since you haven't been here in a while, yeah. So now with the camera, I am running my old phone as my camera. Think we'll ever get a Defenders live action game? You know what, John? I think it's possible we will. I did see the trailer for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and I saw that, I don't want to say too much in case you haven't seen it, but I did see that one of the Defenders is in it, which is pretty exciting. I am shiny hunting Brad the Dad. I am trying to find a shiny Galarian Corsola. Love the Defenders. Yeah, I thought they were a good group. The only weak link in my mind was Finn Jones as Iron Fist. I like Finn Jones. I don't think it was Finn Jones' issue. I just think they didn't do a good job of writing Iron Fist, which is, for this, for all intents and purposes of this conversation, a good thing. That means they can bring him back, have a better writer, and it would be better. You liked him as Iron Fist? I think he's a good fit for Danny Rand. I don't think they wrote him very well. Starry Channel, what's going on? Nice Pikachu. What, where? What Pikachu? $124 checks on Sylveon. I hope you get it soon. You can agree with that? Okay, yeah. I mean, I think he's good. He's good casting for the character. I just think that they could have been, like, he's supposed to be pretty zen, yet also pretty kick butt, and kind of funny. And I felt like the portrayal that they gave him was just a little too doofy. Like, he was a little too naive. 3 more likes to like goal. Oh my goodness, thank you all so much for likes. You randomly have Iron Fist Season 1 on Blu-ray. I don't know why, but it always seems weird to me having streaming shows released on physical media. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I mean, it's probably smart, but it weirds me out when I see, like, Netflix shows, like, at Walmart on Blu-ray. It just feels weird. Do I think Nick Cage will be good in the new Spider-Man? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I know he does a good voice of Spider-Man Noir from the across the Spider-Verse movies. He definitely voices him well. I haven't seen Nick Cage in, I'm not sure how many years. I guess it hasn't been that long. Maybe like 3 or 4 years. But he's getting older. He's noticeably getting older based off of the trailer. Which, happens when you get older. You get older. I don't know. We'll see. Hero, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Currently reading Hawking's Journey. It's a Warrior Cats Super Edition, and you quite like it. They're sure most of the fan base hates it. Granted, the Warriors fandom is a little odd sometimes. I feel like a lot of fandoms can be odd sometimes, including Pokemon. So I understand that. There's a parade outside. Is that a good thing? Liked him as Ghost Rider. He played a good Ghost Rider. You're only using your mom's phone because your mom switched phones for a new one? Okay, gotcha. It has floats. Ooh. That's a good parade. Is it a military parade, Kiro, or is it an Italian parade? Your sister's addicted to warrior cats, oh yeah? I gotta look into it. I haven't heard of warrior cats. It's Italian? Okay. Is there like a holiday for Italy today or coming up? I want to hurry up and get this shiny Corsola so that we can hunt Blipbug for Hero. Snail's hanging with me, that's right. No idea. Well, what the heck, Hero? You're supposed to be my info guy, my go-to info person for Italy. You're supposed to know everything about the country. Second one this month, holy smokes. Hey, charge your phone? That sounds good. Sometimes your local area just throws parades. I mean, that's pretty cool. Just a random parade. What time is it there right now? 4:30? Is it 4:30? 4:30? Is it 4:30? Is it 16:30? Some pictures of media? Nice. Yes? Okay. Gosh, we're getting eggs super fast today, which I'm very happy about. You have the old phone, but use it for emergencies? That makes sense. Did I get the Valentine Genie and Pogo yesterday? I did not. Is that was that just a yesterday thing, or is it going on today as well? Nobody invited me to a raid. No one cares. No one cares about little old Hefty. Being able to craft up to 10 items at a time in New Horizons is so nice. It's a huge game changer. It's for all versions, Switch 1 and Switch 2. That's great. Yeah, that's the new part of the new update, right? The emergencies playing games, fair. You're also writing your own Warriors fanfic. It's called The Dark Prophecy, and you're on Chapter 10. The POV characters are Adderfang, the Shadow Clan Deputy, and a young warrior Bramblетwig and Wind Clan. That's so cool, AC. You know, when I was younger, I really wanted to be a writer, and then I realized that I'm not good at it, so I didn't. Yes, it's going on. Oh, wait, yep, okay, yeah, talking about Animal Crossing, yeah. You gotta go. All right, monkeys, have a great rest of the day. Good to see you again. It has been quite a while. Some photos of the parade sent. Nice. I'll have to take a look at those in a little bit here. Oh yeah, when I went to college, my freshman year, I had big dreams of being a dual major in psychology and creative writing, and I ended up graduating with a degree in economics. Hero, your Audi likes Dragon Ball Z. Welcome back, Ivo. Dragon Ball mentioned. Jerry's all excited now. Your internet failed. I hate when that happens. Parade scared Merlin and Vivian. They're under the blanket. Aw. Ooh, croissant. No, I can't lie. I can't go for a croissant right now. I'm still so full from breakfast. But I do like croissants. Come on, bro. Where the heck is the shiny? You're waiting for the next time Kira's Audi dies 6 times? Ugh, poor Kira's Audi. You have a legendary hatching in 27 minutes. It's the genie. You can add you and you can do it. Yeah, if you type in, actually, I think Jerry might have to do it. Exclamation point Pogo. Immortal Thor is as good as Immortal Hulk? No, I mean it's not as good as Immortal Hulk. But Immortal Thor was pretty decent. Technically, I guess, is pretty decent. He's in like Act 2 right now with Mortal Thor. Yeah, it's definitely very mythology based. Which you know, some like they seem to go back and forth with Thor. Like there'll be periods of Thor that's very steeped in Norse mythology, and other periods that are more worldly based. This is definitely one of the mythology based ones. Immortal Hole. Oh my gosh, Jerry, that's my nickname for you. What's going on, Cynthia? Good to see you. Still playing Leaf Green. You have 42 Pokemon registering your Pokédex to the right. Will be shocked when you see with the SSN. Oh my gosh, you're doing really good on that Professor Oak challenge. Any advice for your YouTube channel? Don't dream big. Don't expect it to you know, grow overnight. Do things that you enjoy doing. Do the things that you would do whether you were doing them on your YouTube channel or not. Networking is a big part. Hang out in other communities, let people get to know you, but let people get to know you. Don't go into other communities and just start promoting your own channel. Like, actually make connections and friendships in different communities. That's all I can say, because I'm still trying to work on growing my channel. Sometimes I need to ask other people for advice. Send me a friend request. Nice. I'll go ahead and respond to that right now. While I'm in here, I'll go ahead and check out those pictures that Kira sent. God Bender. We're now friends. Alright, let's see what Kira sent here. Where'd you... Oh, wait. Where'd you put it, Kiro? Photos. Okay, gotcha. Whoa, that is a bizarre Simpsons float. That's kind of scary. Ooh, I like the dinosaurs. On your fourth shirt, you got 12 views. Very nice. Keep it up. Consistency. Consistency is the other thing I would say. I had a lot of success when I first started my channel because I was posting a new video every day. So I would make sure you focus on consistency. I already forgot how many eggs we have. Okay, we need one more egg. One more float on the way that you haven't seen yet. That Simpsons one is slightly terrifying, not gonna lie. Gotta blur your face. Okay. In your channel, you write your language? Nice. And Ivo Online, thank you for the shiny luck. Appreciate that. Alright, come on, shinies. Al Cash, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend. Can binge my short videos for hours? You're crazy, me too. See all the floats are in the Carnival parade? I bet you they're pretty wild. You do another short? Do it. Keep it up. Visiting your parents. I hope they're doing well. It shakes the house. That's a pretty crazy parade. You're at 415 subs. Good job, Ivo. You'll be back? All right, I'll be here. I can't believe we might hit 700 eggs. You got the shiny Gigantamax Meowth second raid. Congratulations, Alcash. That's pretty freaking awesome. $701 shiny. Is that what you think, Hero? You better not be lying to me. If you lie to me, I'm going to hold it against you. I just got a headache for no reason. It's a 1 in 10? Wow, that's pretty good odds. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome on in. Good to see you. Officially started your office this week and you painted one whole wall. Nice. What color did you paint it, Kieran? We still shine before Drago odds. Come on now, Mewtwo. Be nice. You're always so rude to me. What's in my comic backlog? Oh gosh, Zen. Like so much stuff. So much stuff. I'm keeping up on my my floppies. I'm keeping up on my weekly comics. Although I did get my comics for this week. And I'm gonna be reading them today. But as far as like my collections, I have 5 volumes of Invincible I still need to read. I have the Grant Morrison Animal Man compendium. I have the first book of Akira. I have probably about 4 or 5 hardcover Batman books in this collection back here that I still need to read. I still need to go back and read the last 2 volumes of Image's Deadly Class. And then there's the literal hundreds of epic collections that I picked up in the last year. Welcome back, Brat. You had to drive 10 miles to the exact color you wanted, 10 there and 10 back. That's wild, Kieran. You located Merlin. You couldn't find his exact location of the blankets until now. I love it when cats hide under the blankets. It's adorable. Now, a lot of those epic collections, like, a lot of them I've read in comic form. I just wanted the collections. But... like, there's the Moon Knight ones, some Doctor Strange ones, the second Ant-Man, Giant Man, and then, like, early volumes of Avengers, Captain America, Daredevil, that would be brand new to me. Some Amazing Spider-Man that would be brand new. I'll have to send you a picture then. It's getting a little out of control. Where did I go for breakfast? I went to the local mom and pop diner, Hefty Dad. What's up, Annoying Brat 2? Oh, you changed your name from, okay. Gotcha. Show off my Akira Steelbook. It's downstairs. And it turned out it was the 13th anniversary, not the 25th. I was wrong. Shini's on the stream. I haven't seen him yet today. I did get a text from him this morning, but I haven't seen him in the stream. Thank you for the shiny luck, Lacey. And thank you for the shiny luck, Hero and Jess. I might have to take a nap today. I did see, Alcash, I did see they have done a 35th anniversary box set. That's pretty cool. You know it's always 100, but makes you feel better than your low rolls on Chem Stream. Anything I can do to make you feel better, Hero. That's what matters. Finally met with a real estate agent, got humbled by your monthly payments. Yeah, that's the stinky part, right? It's so funny. Like, I remember when I got approved for my mortgage, like, the amount, I was surprised by the amount I was approved for, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then I realized that has no bearing on how much I can afford as a payment. Like, I could get I could get approved for $1 million. Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to afford like $5,000 a month. From what you can gather, Switch 2 Edition New Horizons just makes the pier longer, adds a hotel at the end of the pier, makes new currency for the hotel you can get by submitting DIY recipe items. Gotcha. It can either be one of the item or more. Head to the grill for breakfast. The Shinies hops on. Tell him to text you later. Yeah, no problem, Dad. Will do. Yeah, Shinies and my dad are now best buddies. Merlin came out to investigate the parade. That's awesome. Oh, Merlin enjoys it. Come on, why isn't that shiny? You're pre-approved for 700,000, but you can't afford that monthly. Yeah, no kidding, right? What did Nick do? I don't know. No, they're bonding over 3D printers. You like that game? I'm going to attempt to pronounce your name, and I'm going to screw it up probably. Erotede 911 Repeller. Welcome in. Yeah, I like this game too. It has been a long time since I've played it, but I've been playing the last couple weeks. And I'm hoping that we can finish this hunt today and start working on another one. You're lucky your parents gave you the old house as a deposit for the new house? Oh, wow. That's pretty lucky. 150 checks. Good job, Ivo. You're crushing it. Well, we need one more egg. I can't stop yawning for some reason. Yeah. Tyler's talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons, like Lacey. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, they just had a new update, what, 2 weeks ago? It's like the first update in quite a few years. Everyone was all excited about it. Zen, I don't know if you're still here, but a couple of months ago, I did finally finish reading a run that I've been wanting to read for literally decades. I finished reading Alan Moore's Swamp Thing run. That was pretty good. That was pretty dang awesome. I can see why it's so critically adored. Silly's watching Strong Bad. Oh, that's so awesome, Jess. I'm so happy about that. I was so happy last year finding out they relaunched the website. I know for a long time it was like either down or wasn't working properly, and the only way to watch all the videos was on YouTube. But they got the website back up and running now, and it's amazing. I love it. Yeah, mornings where yawning is the hobby, and writing's the thing you do every now and then, right? Exactly. Yeah, I'm having one of those today, and I don't know why. I went to bed early last night, too. I was in bed and asleep before 10 o'clock. And I slept in this morning. I didn't get out of bed till 7. I guess it's just the waffle. I guess the waffle is just making me sleepy. We're going to open up a 10-pack of cards in TCG Pocket today. I just want to wait until my TCG Pocket buddy Anne Marie gets here, because she missed out on the openings yesterday. Promoted, you're too short, spend $100. Oh my gosh! I've never, let me know how that goes. I've never monetarily promoted my content. Was the bacon turkey bacon? No, it was bacon. What's up, Cito? Sleeping at least 2 hours early has been exhausting. Poor Mewtwo. It's tough. It's tough, you know, doing the day and trying to free Pokemon and use all that brain power or run a island or whatever it is that Mewtwo does. It can get exhausting. Really loud outside your apartment? I bet. I bet that parade's getting really loud. Bagels. I like bagels. We need 2 more eggs. And apparently we need a new like goal. Thank you, Ivo. Oops, wrong button. There we go. There's a chemical in turkey that makes you sleep. Oh, now I get why you were asking. Yeah, the tryptophan. Yep. If it says YouTube feature, does that mean the YouTuber page promote it? I don't know, Jess. Burritos are yummy? They certainly are. I don't know, Jess. That's a good question. Wait, I do know. So, the short answer is yes. You can advertise on YouTube the same way that you can advertise Google search ads or display ads. It's all run through the same thing. It's all Google ads. So yes, you can place advertising on YouTube, and it will show up in the recommended bar as a featured video. Correct. When I've done that in the past for my job, I've never done it like for a channel per se. I've done it for a client that creates a channel and has like basically no content on it. But it's, yeah, it's, the short answer is yes. Yes, it is. Forgot until you looked at the cabin inside the furniture store. We can now purchase a megaphone to call your villagers. Oh, nice. You got kicked out for some reason. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Can it be YouTube feature but not paid to be promoted as well? So I don't know. I don't know. So like, Jess, you know, like when you're watching YouTube and you see those ads, like let's say you see an ad for like Target. That's an ad on YouTube. It's a video on YouTube. Like it is a video on YouTube, but I don't think of it as a YouTube creator's video. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like Target is running basically television ads on YouTube, and they link to their Target YouTube channel. But I don't think, like, I think that'd be different than, like, let's say if Kem, you know, paid to promote, you know, one of his shorts. What's up, Pumpkin? Pokemon Sword and Shield player? That's right. Love this game. It was a live stream. Okay, no, I've never seen, I don't know. The short answer is I don't know, Jess. I've never seen a live stream be something that was monetarily pushed. Cold Deep, it has been a while. How are you? But yeah, for anyone new that's coming in right now, I'm just trying to MASUDA hunt Galarian Corsola. Had 695 eggs so far. And hoping we get it today. I'm ready to move on to the next hunt. You worked on your sword maybe 3 to 4 years. Nice. Yeah, I'm playing Shield right now. There's 4 Pokemon left in this game that I need to get shiny and Premier Balls for my shiny living Premier decks. So, got to get 2 Galarian Corsolas, one to stay and one to become a Cursola. I need a Unovan Daramaka, and I need a Blipbug. Yeah, Jess, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Although I will say, if that was monetarily pushed, I would be very disappointed in the results. Your Paris is close to evolving? Nice. How's Legend ZA going? Going well. I haven't touched it in a couple weeks. I did finish what I wanted to do on stream, which was get shiny alphas of all the Pokemon that have new megas. So we got that accomplished. Excuse me. I'll still be doing some hunts off stream, but I was ready to move on to a different game. It's been close to 2 years since I've actually added something to my own personal living decks. So I wanted to try and work some more on my shiny living Premier decks. Hoping for back-to-back shiny Corsolas, that'd be pretty sweet. Got a photo of the last float, nice. Was it worth the wait? You have a shiny Lunala, almost every Sun Moon legendary, as well as a shiny, whatever the Y Pokemon's call it, Yveltal. And the shiny, whatever the cat event Pokemon is. Zeraora? Poldeep, it's great to see you again, man. Yeah, okay. Looks like Mary. Like Mary Poppins? Mary from There's Something About Mary? Mary from the Bible? You're probably talking about Mary from the Bible. Virgin Mary. Okay, gotcha. So not Mary Poppins. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. That's one I haven't heard in a while. That's another name that sounds like Gary, Ari, Jerry, and Eric. It's true. Marie Antoinette. That's a good one. But also not sure. Well, you know, it's hard to know exactly what she looked like because for some reason no one took photos of her back then. Still play Sword and Shield in your free time, and I've been trying to see how many watts one digging man can dig up. Recently beat your record of a few 100,000. That's pretty crazy. Miss Mary Mac, dressed all in black, with silver buttons, all down her back. Is that who we're talking about? Confetti everywhere. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I don't have to clean that up. I'm okay with confetti. Glitter is the invention of the devil. Why were the buttons down her back, Jess? I never thought about that. That doesn't make too much sense. Old games are better than ZA because you played them too much. I love the old games. And I think it's wild to me personally that we're calling Sword and Shield one of the old games, but I guess it's true. Girl, you know it's true. I watched 10 Things I Hate About You yesterday in honor of St. Valentine's Day. Still an amazing movie. Because it was the 1880s. The more you know, is that why you just dropped a couple rainbows? Can you believe that back in the 1800s, people didn't know that buttons are supposed to go on the front? People were so dumb back then, not even realizing that. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody that was born in the 1800s. Some of the songs I play only remind you that they are Italian, so some of the English songs have curse words, and you're guessing they either don't care or don't know? That's crazy. What's wrong with you, boy? You ignorant or apathetic? I don't know, and I don't care. In the old days, just using buckets to go to the bathroom, like just find a toilet, right? Do I collect Pokemon plushes? I do have a lot of them. I do have a lot of Pokemon plushes. I haven't bought any in a while. I do need to pick some more up. You're considering your university, and Master of Follies was this week for homecoming. Glitter is indeed the invention of the devil. Have you ever tried to vacuum that nonsense? Ugh, I would hate that. My favorite character in ZA... My favorite character is... You know who I like, actually? This, I was going to make a joke, but the genuine answer. I don't know her name. But the green-haired maid girl, she cracks me up. She is so unhinged. You hate glitter? It's the worst. Some wild amounts of curse words in this one song, and main chorus is a curse word. They're all vibing with toddlers in their arms. That's hilarious, Kiro. This Corsola is not going to be the next Drago. John, you and Mewtwo need to just knock it off. Because we're going to get Corsola in this box. This box right here. Corsola's in one of these 30 eggs. Corbo is pretty cool. Corbo might be the only one I know by name. You sympathize with glitter, however, you strongly feel the tiny, perfect beads are perler beads are worse from experience. I don't know what that means. I don't know what those are. Naveen, normally in Pokemon, characters brush things off because their friendship is magic, but Naveen takes friendship, stomps on, and throws you a reality sandwich. That's fair. You bet Corsola isn't in one of those 30. John Streckert, how come you're being so mean to me today? I thought we were... Is this because of breakfast? Is this because I didn't invite you to breakfast? Is that why you're being mean to me today? How rude. Whenever you think of those characters in ZA, you think of those Nick shorts. He certainly ran a series of shorts about those characters. Corbo's your second favorite. He gets favorite child treatment because his main Pokemon favorite bug child is Scolipede. I do like Scolipede. It's pretty cool. You're salty from the non-breakfast invite. Shake my head. Well, you know what, John? I can't remember the last time you invited me to breakfast. Vivian isn't happy with the parade. You gotta give her a treat after this. Yeah, you need to treat Vivian like the princess she is. This headache is seriously starting to bother me. It's like in my cheekbones now. Maybe it's a tumor. Aiden, you have to evolve your Geodude and then challenge your rival. Get to it, man. Jess, that's rude. Corbo mentions giving me PTSD and I will not explain. So you're just going to leave me in suspense for the rest of my life. It's adorable how the safest place for her is the place with your scent. That's because she loves you. She trusts you. Me and one other person are traumatized, and you don't want that, I promise you. I will take your word for it, because the last time there was a conversation like this in my chat, and I said, no, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. Keith sent me a picture of Patrick Starfish that I wish he would have never sent me. So I'll take your word for it. What's Gary's scent like? T-shirt. That's why Corbo is so important for the DLC. You know, Quick as Artico could have been your go-to, but Corbo should absolutely not hold my coffees. Pokemon's favorite because of Scolipede. That's right. I have to do a load of laundry today. I've been on this laundry kick lately. And this is going to sound really stupid, but I don't care. I'm happy about it. So you have to keep in mind, I'm a single guy. I live alone. The only laundry I have to do is my own. Right? So every week, at most, I'm wearing 7 outfits. And I'm just going to be honest, on the weekends, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not seeing anybody. I'm pretty much wearing the same clothes all weekend. So, historically, I might do laundry once every few weeks. And sometimes it might even be longer than that, because I do have a lot of clothes. And then I end up having to do like 2 or 3 loads of laundry. Yes, I wash my hands, and yeah. Well, for the last month or so, I've actually been doing 1 load of laundry every Sunday, and I'm like, I never have dirty clothes anymore. And I kind of like it. I kind of like always having all my clothes clean and put away. So that's pretty awesome. And it turns out when you only have to do one load of laundry, it doesn't take that long. Last week I had to do one load of laundry and my bed sheets. That took a while. What's up, Bread Poco? Or B Red Poco? You're the opposite, Jerry? You like not having clean clothes? It's a good feeling having no laundry to do. Yeah, I mean seriously, like it's a weird feeling, like to not have any dirty laundry anywhere at all. It's pretty wild. Because I've always perpetually had at least one load that had to be done. Jess, thank you so much for the like goal. You have a full hamper all the time? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would always have, at any given time, even after I just finished doing a load of laundry, there's still a load of laundry that needed to be done. And now I've managed to be on top of it where I'm literally just washing 1 week's worth of clothes every week. Wanted to ask what level is recommended to defeat the champ. I would. It's been a while since I've had to fight the champ, like during the playthrough, so I might be off. I would say you'd probably be safe being between level 60, 65. I wouldn't go lower than 60. You try and do it once a week as well? Nice, John. You're a smart guy. Shiny before 750? It better be. Yeah, Kira lied to me when Kira said 701. Just three of us, but probably mostly yours because you wear layers and stuff. You and your layers. You're like an onion or an ogre. Dr. Fiend, are you still here? I totally forgot until just now that you might have a legendary raid coming up. Might have already missed it. 777. That's a good number. Oh, 2 more eggs we need. Live in an apartment, washer and dryer's in a washroom though. Some days it's just too busy, so you wait. Yeah, and I used to... Slowpoke, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Kiro, your Audi owns the entire collection of American Pie movies, and that's a lot of them. There's a lot of American Pie movies. Yeah, that's how it was when I was in college. And then... for several years after that, I always had roommates. So there was still some, having to work around other people's schedules there. But yeah, it feels good to finally be in a position where I'm on top of the laundry all the time. You're guessing shiny at 16,841. John, seriously, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you couldn't come to breakfast. You don't need to make me cry. Razzie, good morning. You wonderful man. Thank you, Jerry. Razzie, when is this thing gonna shine? Shining about 12.87543 eggs. Somewhere around there, Mewtwo. Somewhere around 12.87543. Somewhere around 8.675309. YouTube gets random with it. Okay. Interesting. Stop giving out my number. Sorry, Jess. Jess, I got your number. I'm going to make you mine. Jess, don't change your number. 8675309. Remember the 80s when it was okay to sing the lyrics, "I'm going to make you mine"? And everyone thought that was all right? No, you don't remember the 80s? Ah, yeah, that's probably just me and Gina if she was here. JNT Poco, what's up? Call Jess and wish her a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jess. And you, Jess, you weren't alive in the 80s. Stop fronting. You were born in 97. You were? Oh, okay. Razzie, is it just me? When you look at Jess's PFP, like just for like half a second out of the corner of your eye, do you think it's someone else that happens to be bald and wears a bandana? Did your name update? It says J&T Poca. Yeah, so that's your @ handle. It's not your username. So YouTube changed this a couple months ago. So it's your @ handle, not your username. So if you want to change it, how it shows up, you have to change the @ part, not the username. You see exactly what I see? Thank you. It tickles me in a spot that where if Ari tickled me, I'd say, ooh-hoo. Why does Nick's head look so stretched? Because he's got a stretchy head. Shelter of Kanto Slowbro is the OG design of Shelter. Really? I did not know that, Aiden. So glad I got it out. Thank you. Razzie, what happened is I got halfway there and I couldn't figure out whose name to use. Yeah, now you got changed. I was halfway through the sentence and I was like, uh-oh, whose name can I use without someone yelling at me? These days people are like, what? That's red flag controlling behavior. Like, no, not necessarily. It could be, but could also be there to turn up. They'll prove it. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I think sometimes Loretta is a safe name. I don't know a Loretta, though. I gotta be honest. I don't have a Loretta in my life. Your B-Red Poco, by the way? Gotcha. What's up, Loops? I have permission to always use your name. Nice. Consent is tight. You can always use my name too, Razzie. Sometimes to their detriment. Exactly, Lacey. Sometimes love makes fools of us all. And thank you to the new subs. I'm on one this morning. I guess that waffle was heavy. Heavenly, it was. It was. I'm full though. Can I use your name when taking a loan? No. I mean, Slowpoke, that would be to your detriment. You probably don't want to use my name when taking a loan. They'll say, actually, you owe us money. Which I guess is what a loan is. But they'll say you have to pay back what you already... The joke is that I'm implying that I would not have good credit. Apparently, over-explaining and adding in details that aren't necessary to the explanation is a red flag. But you have ADHD, so minus a red flag by default? Yes, that's correct. That's called just-splaining, and yeah, it's some people consider it patronizing. Oh yeah, no, I got you, Lacey. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, let's get a shiny. Hefty's the only one who asked me to be their Valentine yesterday, and so everyone said Hefty's on my list. Oh my gosh, not even your hubby? What if Hefty's secretly a trillionaire and we just don't know it? Could you imagine? This is actually a closet that I'm in. This is the smallest closet in my house. You said, why would anyone ask you that? Oh my gosh, that's savage. That's Savage Garden right there. It's like Mother's Day, but you're not my mom. Jess, I'm going to wish you a happy Mother's Day on Mother's Day. Just a warning. I'm also going to wish Razzie a happy Mother's Day. You just dumped 5 tons of sugar on strawberries. Arts tutorial and fun. That sounds delicious. Causes to make good recording rooms. A Savage Garden reference, yes. Oh, you got to make a Savage Garden reference whenever you can. I think I did last year. Probably. That sounds like me. Yeah, it's wild that your birthday is on Mother's Day too. Two minutes until we can open up cards. I did open up one pack this morning, and I got the 1-star full art Alolan Muck card, which is pretty neat. 5 tons of sugar is cutting down for you. Holy smokes, Alcash. Your dad's birthday occasionally falls on Mother's Day. You can't imagine how that was growing up. Yeah, that would be a little weird. You like Turpinado sugar. I've never had that before, JJ. What's going on? Happy Sunday. You got the immersive Gardevoir today, but of course it's the wrong account. Come on now, Mewtwo. Come on. Sugar in the Raw. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm familiar with Sugar in the Raw. I'm just a regular old domino granulated sugar type of guy. You had too much sugar? Where are the strawberries? Oh man, if you can't even find the strawberries, that might be a little bit too much sugar. It's like that old saying, it's like trying to find a strawberry in a stack of sugar. In a sugar stack. Been after the immersive Altaria, but you can't get to the Save Your Life. I think I have dupes of that one, John. And I don't say that as to rub it in. I say that as to say, if we do eventually get to the point where we can trade immersives, I'll gladly give you one. Yes, I have 2 of them. Found one, good job. Use whipped cream that you whipped yourself. Wow. Kiro, you are a talented person, whipping your own cream. One of my 4 immersive Arceus cards? That would be very kind to you, John. It's cheaper? Yeah, certainly is. Jerry's birthday is April 1st, and it's either just on point or he's joshing us. Correct. It's one of those 2 things. Maybe you should get Pocket again. Maybe you should. It is free. You can also control how much sugar you want in the whipped cream. That's true. All right, after this set of eggs hatches, we're going to open up some packs. We are going to open up a 10 pack. We're going to open up one regular pack, and then we're going to open a 10 pack. I still need both immersives. Still need both gold cards. I still need about 35 base cards. Strawberries already make it pretty sweet, so you can decrease the sugar in it so it's not overpowering. That's fair. Film Master, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gambling, you hear? Nah, not gambling. Never here. Is it gambling if you don't spend money? I guess it could be. Could be gambling if you, like, don't spend money, I suppose. Whipped cream is the most satisfying thing to consume. I know I'm getting you for Christmas, Mewtwo. Gambling light, that's right. Where the heck is Anne Marie? I can't believe she's gonna miss me opening cards 2 days in a row. She's my shiny charm when it comes to opening packs. Did someone say gambling? Yes. You have Pokecoins for Christmas. I will get you Robux and you'll like it. Hope she shows up right on time. I hope so too. Okay. Before we continue, it's time to open some cards. Okay, there we go. We're going to open up 1 pack, and then we're going to open up a 10 pack. Here we go. We're going to spin for luck. Whoa, that was a bad spin. There we go. We're spinning for luck. We got Vanillish, Ferroseed, Delibird. I do like that card. I like that art style. I know this artist has done a bunch of cards. I do like that art style. Machop and Lampent. Okay, nothing there. We've already got the Golden Meloetta. What the heck? Gimme. Rock is super effective on flying types because birds have hollow bones. I never thought of it that way. Okay, here we go. 10 pack. And there we go. Oh, that's so satisfying to watch. Okay, here we go. We got Sinistea, Bunnelby, Galarian, Mr. Rhyme, not to be confused with Unova and Mr. Rhyme. You thought it was based on the kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Ooh, I never thought about that either. Alolan Vulpix. And there's Tealmusk Ogerpon EX, which I did need. We got the full art yesterday. Now we got the regular today. Furret. Oricorio, that's new. Nice. Roselia. Kangaskhan. Spupa. Lugia, nice. Yeah, I like that Furret card too. Litleo. Alolan Grimer. Chesnaught. Ooh. And that was it for that pack. Litwick. Galarian Rapidash. Alolan Vulpix. You managed to get Immersive Guardian and Wonder Pick the Rainbow Mega Kangaskhan last night. Loops, get out of here. Purloin and Indeedee. That's a new one. That's a nice card. There's another Indeedee. Galarian Ponyta, Ladian, Protective Poncho, and Reboot, Chespin, Choodle, Cubone, Shelgon, and Mimikyu EX. Nice. It's a good card. Roggenrola, Scraggy, Alolan Meowth, Galarian Lanoon, and Tornadus, which is new. Nice. Alolan Grimer, Spinda, gotta send that to Gina. Persian, Shelgon, Yveltal, Kangaskhan, Gossifleur, Tadbulb, Gossifleur, and Protective Poncho. And final pack, we got Minun, Choodle, Sinistea, Mousehold, and Galarian Stunfisk. No shinies though, but that's okay. Got a bunch of new cards and one new full art. So I'm happy with that. Most packs we got at least one card. So let's see where I'm at now for the base set. I'm now at 128 out of 155 for the base set. Just read the move. That's peak, right, Film? I think that's pretty cool. I like the ability along with the move. All right, let's get back to it. Last card you pulled that's in ZA, you have to shiny hunt. I didn't notice which one was it. What do you have to hunt now? You want chili cheese dogs today? Ooh, that does sound good. I can't remember the last time I had chili cheese dogs. I might have some chili cheese dogs this week. It's supposed to be in the 40s this week. So Boss Man's talking about grilling some burgers and dogs outside for lunch. You honestly don't know. Do you have the DLC? Because I do know I got that that Mimikyu EX. You can go for the Mimikyu. Jess, thank you for the happy poop. I hope all your poops are happy. No, okay, you just have the base game. What else did I get that was in ZA? Litleo, but I'm sure you already had that shiny. Indeedee is DLC only. I don't know. Lightly underseasoned Pringles. Ooh. What the heck? One more egg. The genie is gone for now in Pogo. Dang it! I blame everyone for not inviting me to raids yesterday. But mostly Gina. Going to hunt the Eldegoss on the Bridge and Sword. Do you need to take a few steps back and save and run into it as a float stand, or can you stand where you know you'll encounter it without moving? Kira, that's a good question. I've never hunted that one. I know which one you're talking about. I don't know. I think I was sleeping during your raid day. That's fair, Mewtwo. That's probably accurate. Does anyone else know what is the best way to hunt the Eldegoss on the bridge? Because with static encounters like that, I don't know if... I don't know if the stats are determined once it's on the screen or if you have to encounter it. I don't know if it treats that as an overworld encounter or if it treats it as a random encounter. I genuinely don't know. Here, now you got me wondering. Yeah, because like there's that one. There's the Corvus Squire. I've never hunted those before. And Kiro, I'm assuming you didn't get the Charmander and Fire Red yesterday. Your toe hurt. What'd you do to your toe? But I want a penguin as a pet. I wouldn't want it as a pet. I would like to know someone that had a penguin as a pet so I could go visit the penguin. But I didn't have to take care of it. I would like for my neighbor to own a penguin. I would have to imagine that the upkeep and care for a penguin is pretty complicated. $200 checks on Sylveon. You're making some good work there, Ivo. Do I like the name Fernando the Penguin? I think that's a fantastic name. Gotta live in negative-degree weather for that. You volunteered as tribute. You love penguins. There you go. JJ is going to have a pet penguin, and we can all visit and hang out with the penguin. I would only take an Oswald Cobblepot. Nah, he's a jerk. He's a jerk, and he scared the bejesus out of me when he froze the museum shark tank. And the shark jumped out of the ice and tried to eat me. I just played through that week before last, and even though it's like the 100th time I played through it, even though I knew it was going to happen, my heart still started racing. It's genuinely the greatest jump scare I've ever received in a video game ever. It was traumatizing. I'm a 45-year-old man, and it's still traumatizing to me. Batman Arkham City. There's a section of the game fairly early on where the Penguin has stolen Mr. Freeze's freeze gun, and he's taken over the Gotham City Museum. And the main middle section is a giant aquarium that houses a shark. You don't know that going in, though. You just know that you enter this giant room and the entire floor is ice. And you're walking across the ice and you got to walk very slowly because it's got one of those little meters. And if you start running, you end up like cracking the ice and you'll fall in. And so you're slowly walking across this ice, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a shark pops up out of the ice and grabs you and bites you. And it scared me so badly, I screamed and threw the controller across the room. And it just sat there for like multiple minutes until I could compose myself. I've never gotten jump scared like that in a video game before, and I probably never will again. Because I have a thing about water in video games. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what it is. I don't have a thing with water in real life, but water in video games freaks the heck out of me. I don't know if this is an actual challenge, like an actual challenge in Far Cry 3, but when I played Far Cry 3, I tried to do it without ever getting in the water. Which, if you played Far Cry 3, you know how impossible that is. Pokemon Cage used to scare you so bad? Oh, it was the Stunfisk. Stunfisk was the last one. That's true. Can you find that jump scare on YouTube? Well, I wasn't streaming it. It was just me in my regular life. I'm sure you can look up Arkham City Shark and see the scene I'm talking about. But no, there's no video evidence of me freaking out. You just have to trust me that I freaked out and screamed like a little baby. No, I refuse to play Subnautica because of that. Oh, you got the first woo back. Congratulations, Meta Champion. Now you're at 60 for number 2. Good job. You called it. You knew you were going to get the first one on Valentine's Day. I don't know, Mewtwo. I don't know. It could just be a me thing. There was a similar jump scare in Batman Arkham Asylum. There's a whole section where you have to go through the sewers, and Killer Croc is under the water and jumps out at you. That one didn't scare me. I guess sewer water isn't scary to me. I don't know. Probably because it's not too deep. But the shark in the Gotham Museum scared the crap out of me. Watched Primate last night. It's basically a slasher flick with a chimp. He's got rabies. Is that... How old is that movie? Skrillbo. That was a nightmare for you, Aiden? That sounds really familiar to an 80s movie. Came out last month. Okay. Okay, so it's not the one I'm thinking of. What's the one I'm thinking of? Shockma. Shockma. In fact, here it is. It's in an article from Bloody Disgusting called 5 More Killer Monkey Movies to Go Ape Over After Watching Primate. Shockma is the one that I saw. That was pretty wild. But yeah, I'll probably watch Primate eventually. You watched, speaking of Nick, play Subnautica and you loved it, but you wouldn't play it yourself. And he has the same feelings about ocean video games, lots of jump scares. Nick has that same phobia that I do. That makes me feel more seen. Chimp would make Art the Clown blush was super gnarly. Yeah, if you haven't seen Shockma, Scrobo, check that out. You know, while you're like, you know, while you're thinking about, you know, scary monkey movies and all, check out Shockma. The most disturbing thing about it is there's no, how do I say it? They used a real primate. It's not CGI. It's not, you know, like a dwarf in a suit. They used an actual primate. Mantine Matt, it's going 735. No shiny yet. I'm very disappointed in Pokemon Shield. I come back to MASUDA Hunt for the first time in over 3 years, and it starts me off with an over-odds hunt. 3 final spin tests on the way home. No green, but you got a 15, 13, 15. Nice, Mad Champion. Quarantine's a real freaky movie. That's the American remake of REC, right? Or REC, or however you want to say it. Is that correct? That's like the found footage movie. I think it's got... Does it have Deborah Morgan from Dexter in it? You love REC? Kieran, you're still here. Over odds is depressing? It is. Especially when I have to get 2 of these. You're scared of balloons. Okay. Turbo Bunch Stunfisk? Go for it, our tutorials. Why won't this shine? You have to have used to have watch parties for all the rec movies, and then 3 was garbage. I only saw the first one. Coming soon to a theater near you, the cult classic COVID. Watch how the humans bared the pandemic and the edge of your seat. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up making some COVID movies down the road. Quarantine's a pretty good movie. It's basically a shot-for-shot remake of the Spanish movie. Well, yes, but I mean, I can understand why they would want to do that. Because it is a remake of a foreign language film. I mean, honestly, I would if they're going to remake it in a different language, I would kind of want it to be a shot-for-shot remake. You know what I mean? Sometimes shot-for-shot remakes do not work out well. I'm looking at you, 1998, 99's Psycho with Vince Vaughn and who was it? Anne Heche. That was not good. I don't know how you can remake Psycho shot for shot and have it not turn out good, but they managed it. Shiny incoming? I hope so. Yes, I do need a second one to evolve into CORSOLA. What's up, Swag Lord Ariana? Yeah, Lacey. Yep, that's it exactly. Exactly. If anything is remotely scary, you can't bring yourself to play or watch it. Then how did you watch the Reggie Drago hunt? Because that got really scary once it got over like 12,000 checks. Sell after morning chores, nice. Did you have a... Well, I should ask everybody. I shouldn't single out Ari. I'll ask everybody. Did everyone that is in a relationship have a nice Valentine's Day? Not that I don't care how yesterday was for all you single folk. I just feel like it would be somewhat insulting if I said, all you that are single, how was your Valentine's Day? Vince Vaughn was an odd choice. He's a good actor, don't get me wrong. We just didn't feel right. His performance was amazing. Yeah, it just felt weird. I don't know. I don't know if it was the acting, which from what I remember was somewhat stilted. I don't know if it's because the movie's so iconic you couldn't help but, or I should speak just for me. I couldn't help but view the whole thing as them recreating it. Like there was no immersion, if you understand what I mean. Whoa, JJ! Holy smokes, watch the language, buddy. But I'm happy you had a good day. You and your fiance just watched French movies after you had dinner. Nice. What did you have for dinner? Watch the cute anime Free Run. Oh, Ari, I want to talk to you about Free Run later on. And then you saw Wuthering Heights in the theater, and then we had sushi. Sweet. Sir Ralph McCutts, good to see you. You don't know anything about the actors or actresses, though. You're not good at memorizing names and faces. You're a happy single Pringle. I love that. I've never heard that before, but I love it. Wish you could have hung out with friends, but it's fine. Nice. Pretty good day. Glad to hear it, Matt. JJ, you know better than to use language like that. Come on now. And 69 and Pogo with your Valentine, aka yourself. Good job, Mewtwo. Come on, Shiny. Keep on rolling. Mississippi Moon, won't you keep on shining on me? It was a top 20 day of the year so far. Nice, Slowpoke. Love to hear that. Yeah, my day was pretty good. I ate my South Philly cheesesteak. Oh, which I need to show you. Since y'all voted, I suppose you should see what it was. So it was messy. It's a messy cheesesteak. I'm going to say that to begin with. It's a messy cheesesteak, but here it is. This was the South Philly cheesesteak. Banana peppers, pickles, cheese, steak, ketchup. So that was good. And then I was very happy about this. Here's a picture that I took last night. You know what this is? Anyone know what this is? This is a picture of me defeating Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1. Never done it before in my entire life. And then here, I'll show you a picture of the restaurant where I had breakfast this morning. Here is the restaurant where I had breakfast. As you can see, it says restaurant, so you know that that's where they serve food. And then this is the breakfast I had today. My waffle with fresh blueberries and whipped cream, my eggs sunny side up, and 3 strips of bacon with coffee. It looks gross. It probably tasted amazing. It did taste amazing. I feel like when it comes to cheesesteaks, that's kind of the deal. Like, the worse it looks, the better it tastes. You'd be happy if life was a musical? Make it a musical. Just sing your life. Geodude's close to evolving? Sweet. Getting close to that level 25? You worked, you had a rough time with that, and then you hung out in bed and went to bed early. It was nice. That's awesome, Jess. Wuthering Heights is surprisingly freaky for being written in the mid-1800s. I actually read an article the other day, Ari, about that. It was an interview with... it was an interview with the director. And I liked what she said. I appreciated what she said. Because she said that she didn't want to try and make a Wuthering Heights movie. She felt that it would be like, how did she put it? If she tried to adapt it directly, it would not have done the book justice. So she went into it knowing that she would not be able to do it justice trying to do a like a beat for beat adaptation. So she tried to do a movie that was an interpretation of Wuthering Heights. And I'm not doing it justice at all. But it was the most honest and understandable explanation I've ever read from a director as to why the adaptation doesn't match the source material. And I was like, you know what? I respect that. But yeah, I think it looks interesting. Honestly, the only thing I know about Wuthering Heights is what I learned in that episode of Friends when Phoebe and Rachel go take a class at the Learning Annex. And they have to read it. I know that the guy's name is Heathcliff, and it takes place on these foggy moors, and that the wildness of the moors represents the wildness within Heathcliff's character. I know that. I think the girl's name is Catherine. Musical life would be interesting. You sing every day so it feels musical. There you go. Wasn't that an episode of Family Guy? Like an early episode of Family Guy. I'm talking like maybe season 2, where they did a clip where they did like a whole section of an episode where Peter got like 3 wishes, and one of them was that his life had a like a music track. If life was a musical, you would be grass. Get out of here. Forgot about Drowsy. Uh-oh, yep, gotta evolve that Drowsy. I think it's level 26. There's a main inspiration behind the Twilight Saga. Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea. She was a Mormon when she read Wuthering Heights. Is that something that would be scandalous in the Mormon community? Like, literally, all I know is the wildness of Heathcliff's character and the Moors. That's not shiny. I also know from the trailers that everyone dresses very fancy. But, Ari, would you recommend it? Because I actually would not be opposed to perhaps watching it when it comes to streaming. Heathcliff is wild and rated our way. Oh my goodness. So not like wild, like feral jungle man. Wild in a different way. Recommend it? Okay. Back on the Warriors train. If you do check out the books, you recommend starting with the first arc. That makes sense. So one with the bright ginger cat on it. Into the Wild is the first book. Okay. Thank you for that. That's not shiny. Why come all these things are not shiny? And thank you to whoever subbed. Appreciate you. $750. That's 3/4 of 1,000. 777 Kiro. You've already led me astray once today. I will forgive you if it shines on 777. Yeah, you've been loving Freerun. So I'll probably forget to DM you about it, so I'll just talk about it now. One of the Patreon creators that I'm subscribed to, she's watching it right now, and she's never been into anime before. But apparently she's really liking it. She's liking it enough that she started watching another anime on her Patreon. She started watching Demon Slayer, which I've tried a few times to get into, and I never have. So I thought maybe if I watch it with her, I'd be able to get into it. And I'm enjoying it now. Yesterday I watched episodes 5 through 8. So I'm 8 episodes into Demon Slayer now. But anyway, because of that, because I'm enjoying watching Demon Slayer, with her, and I know that she's gotten pretty deep into Freerun, I was thinking about going back and starting to watch those, but I don't know anything about it. Freerun's so good as an anime for non-anime fans. Yeah, one of the reasons why she started watching Demon Slayer is she wanted to check out something else because a lot of the comments she was getting was basically, you screwed up by having Freerun be your first anime because everything else is going to pale in comparison. And so she wanted to put that to the test. And she's actually really liking Demon Slayer. That's so real. So yeah, it's funny. Like this girl, she started. She's a really good reactor, and I know that some people aren't fans of the whole reaction genre of YouTube videos, but she started off by watching like war movies. She's like she first got a little bit of a name for herself watching like Saving Private Ryan for the first time and Band of Brothers and things like that. And then she ended up doing like the whole MCU, and she's done some other stuff, and now she's like into anime. It's just wild like how varied her stuff's gotten. Also, Chem Nation, good morning. How are you feeling? Are you waking up in the morning feeling okay, then realizing that your teeth are missing and then being sad? and then after a moment of sadness, feeling better because you know that they're in a better place now and your life is going to get better. Don't really care about anime that focuses on conflict, you think? Okay. So you're more of a slice of life type anime person? Like goal 45. Thank you, Ivo Online. Yes, exactly that. That's what I figured. But in all seriousness, like, are you feeling okay? Are you swollen? Um, are you in pain? Do any of your sockets feel dry? All in all, but also psychological. I gotcha. Okay. So overall, you're more interested in more reality-based anime, whether it be psychological, slice of life, um, girls going to school that are just so shy they can't really talk to anybody. What was that one called, Ari? I still need to go back and finish that. I don't know if you ever did. $220 check for your shiny Sylveon. I hope it's shiny. Comey, that's right. Comey can't talk or Comey can't speak or something like that. We got a decent amount into that. I think we were probably like 7 or 8 episodes in. It was weirder than you thought it would be. I did like, one of the things I did like about that show was the episodic nature, and that every episode it was like you were learning about another classmate. Mouth's a little sore, more of a dull ache. One side came out a little more swollen than the other. Teeth came out with a bit of jawbone attached. Yikes. Ah, that stinks. You always had such a great jawline, too. Everybody needs to watch Puella, Magi, Madoka, Majek. Manty, Matt, I think you're just trying to get me to say things. It won't let you like. The prompt never came up. Are you watching me on mobile, Lacey? Are you by chance watching me on mobile? If you're watching me on mobile, you should be able to just double tap. Boop, boop, right on the screen, right on my face. Go ahead and just boop me in the nose. If you double tap, you should be able to like. If not, there should be 3 dots right about here. If you click on the 3 dots, you can also like from that screen. Madoka Magica? You'd think that would be easier. Magical Girls Evangelion. Okay. I never know how to pronounce that. After all these years, all the conversations we've had, Ari, I still don't know how to pronounce that E word. And I know you said it to me. I know we've had this conversation. I know you've informed me the correct way. I can just never stick in my brain. Or more importantly, in my mouth. Learn the hard way that in the winter you aren't allowed to park on the street overnight, even if there isn't snow clearing scheduled. Oh no! I pronounced it correctly? Okay, good. Thank you. Evangelion. You got this, Ivo. I hope it shines. What time is it? It is 12:03. You know what 12:03 is time for. You know what we always do at 12:03. The tapping isn't working and the dots aren't there. What the heck? Well, I know that you're liking in spirit, and that's all that matters, Lacey. I appreciate it. $75. Oof. Kem, please. That stinks. Kimbo, what's going on? Good to see you. Anyway, it's now 12:04. We're a minute late. We know what we always do at 12:03 when I think about it at that time. It's time to play Guess the Plush. This is part of the stream where you guess the plush that I have on my desk. You can't see it, but there's a Pokemon plush on my desk. It's right here. I'm pointing at it, but you can't see it. It's not Gary. Gary is not the plush. Gary is a plush, but you're not guessing Gary. It is not Rowlet. It is not Cutiefly. It's not Giratina. It is not Regigigas. You're going to say that Madoka Magica is in fact real, but it's a gruesome Magical Girls anime and you're not sure you could watch it? It's gruesome? Do they even have a Cutiefly? I would imagine they have a Cutiefly. I know they have a Rabombi, because I have a Rabombi. What are we guessing? Capybara Plays. I have a Pokemon plush on my desk. It's right here. You can't see it, but I can. You have to guess what that plush is. It's not Poliwag. It's not Shellos. It's not Slowpoke. One day Slowpoke. It'll be Slowpoke. It's not Pikachu. It's not Cubone. It's not Poliwrath. It's gruesome. Oh my goodness gracious. Am I going to have to cover my eyes? It's not Smoliv, although we did do Smoliv last week. It's not Morpeko. It's not Tropius. You searched and you couldn't find one? I wonder if they sold out. Or, I mean, I can't imagine they made a Rabombi and not a Cutiefly. Are you a Cutiefly fan? It's not Tropius. It's a Gen 5. It is not Gen 5. It's not Pikachu. What gen is it from? That's not a yes or no question. It's not Oddish. It's not Mew. It's not Dugong. It's not Munchlax. Wild for sure, but in a very good way. Very much breaks the mold. Okay. Hi, Big Cheese. It's Silly's favorite? Oh, okay. Nice. Let me see here. Alola. There's 115 Alolan sitting cuties. Give me a second. I gotta see if there's a Cutiefly. This is important work. I still gotta get that Sandy Gas just because it cracks me up. One moment, please. Interesting. Celesteela is sold out. Okay, yep, they do have it, Jess, but it is sold out. It's sold out. But hopefully they'll restock it. I mean, some of these ones that are sold out make sense. Alolan Marowak, Alolan Raichu, Guzzlord, Type Null, Tapu Lele, Pheromosa. Those make sense. But, yeah, the fact that Celesteela is sold out is kind of wild. Okay, where are we at? It's not Chimchar. It's not Gen 6. It's not Gen 8. It does not have a wing. It's not Azurill. It's not Flaffy. It's not Piplup. Likebot's here. Oh, what's going on? Stephen Henry, welcome back. I am hunting for a shiny. I am MASUDA hunting for Galarian Corsola. It's not Gen 9. It's not Growlithe. It's not Gen 2. Ever hear the Japanese voice acting for Guzzlord? It's just a guy who screams. I have heard that. That's pretty wild. It's pretty dang crazy. It's not Gen 1. It's not melodic. It's not away from keyboard. It's not Gen 2. It's not Puccina. It's not Vibrava. I mean, yes, of course it's Vibrava. It's always Vibrava. It's not Ambipom. It is, in fact, Kiro, it is Gen 4. It is a Gen 4 Pokemon. Circuit Cry is this. Ah. Ah. It's not Carnivine. See, John's checking his spreadsheet now. John's checking his spreadsheet of what what plushes I have. It's not Arceus, it's not Togekiss, it's not Mantike, it's not Darkrai, it's not Turtwig. Not Drifloon. It is not a grass type. It's not Leafeon. It's not Weasel. Gmax Meowth battle in Pogo. It's surprisingly difficult even with 21 people. Holy smokes. You still beat it though? Congratulations. I did hear the odds of that being shiny are 1 in 10. It's not Snover. It's not Steel type. It's not Glaceon. It's not Cherum. It's not Bidoof. It's not Stunky. It's not a little butt-faced Stunky. Victory Bell just screams too? Does it really? It's not Palkia. It's not Gible. It's not Skuntank. It's not Darkrai. It's not a starter. It's not Glameow. It's not Glaceon. It's not Purugly. What are we doing? I have a Pokemon plush on my desk. It's right here. You can't see it, but I can. It is a Gen 4 Pokemon. It's not Licky Licky. It's not Shiny Darkrai. It's not Dialga. It's not Krogunk. But Mantine Matt just beat out John Streckert. It is, in fact, Skorupi. Mantine Matt taking down the champ. My favorite thing about the Skorupi is the cardboard-looking eyes. Or not cardboard, like construction paper-looking eyes. They're not construction paper, but it's what it makes me think of. Just little flat pieces of whatever. They're so weird. Yeah, John did not win. Also looks big for a sitting cutie. Well, also keep in mind, I'm sitting away from, like, here's my hand. I'm sitting away from the camera, and I'm pushing this towards the camera. So here it is next to me. Those aren't eyes. What the heck? I was giving dark type hints, but Drapion is the dark type. I wasn't giving any sort of hints. I was changing the inflection of my voice. Y'all interpreted that was hints. Those are fangs? What? No, the fangs are on the side. For some reason. I just noticed that. They look weird. It looks like he's got stickers of a tooth. Like he got puffy stickers of a tooth and put them on his cheeks. That sounded like hints. You guys interpreted that was a hint. I just changed the inflection of my voice. Changes for dark types. It was unintentional. I thought I was doing it randomly. But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Stunky, Darkrai, and Poison types. Well, it is a Poison type. I don't know why you're complaining, Matt. You won. Those eyes are ugly. Ugly, as the French call them. Those eyes are what the French would call les incompetents. I'm not complaining, just stating facts. No, you're stating unfacts. We have the same eyes. You have construction paper eyes that just stick out away from your head, looking all flat and wobbly. Oh, that's right. You have sent me a picture. Yes, that you do actually. You do have construction paper, flat, wobbly eyes sticking out from your head. Your best features, which says a lot. 2.35K subs. That's true. That's what the number says. At least I didn't use the secret teddy bear cam in your room to cheat. Secret teddy bear cam? What the heck? Is that why you sent me a teddy bear in the mail? I thought you were just being nice. Jeez, thank you for the high five. I actually high-fived the camera. Here we go. First time I allowed something you said. Yep. Is it Gray behind my back? Oh, Gary? Yeah. Yeah, it's Gary. What's up, Spider Zed? But to be honest, the Pokedex is some of the battle themes, but you weren't a big fan of the gym leaders or the world or the story or the way they change contests. People don't like that opinion. Wait, I missed it. What are we talking about, Lacey? Oh, that you liked in Gen 4. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's fine. That's fine. Everybody has their own opinions about games. I have a hot take personally. I feel, in my personal opinion, my least favorite gen is Gen 5, which not many people agree with me on. And my favorite gen is Gen 7, which also not a lot of people agree with me on. Found something last night you must obtain for said Hefty. What? What'd you get? Yeah, watch out for sharks, cheese. You can't hear me. Just paid your ticket online. It said it told you to add to the basket, and then there's an option to log in for returning customers. After paying, it thanked you for your purchase. Well, that was nice of them, Kim. I remember when I visited the Dice Arts. The last time I went to visit the Dice Arts, Steven Henry, that is way too many dogs. Last time I went to visit the Dice Arts, I got there on a Friday. I left on a Monday. And in between the Dice Arts house and the hotel I was staying at was a school. And I didn't think anything of it because all weekend I'm driving back and forth from the hotel to their house. And the speed limit's like 35 or whatever. So Monday, I take the day off of work because I knew I was going to have a travel day. So Monday morning, I drive over to the Dice Arts to hang out with them before I leave. And at this point, I'm on autopilot. I know the trip back and forth from the hotel to their house, like the back of my hand. I'm just going back and forth, not paying attention. So I'm driving, and I'm getting close to the Dice Arts house when all of a sudden I see a cop behind me turns lights on and pulls me over. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, yeah, there's a school in between the hotel and the Dice Arts house. And I went through the school zone at 35 miles an hour because I was on autopilot and didn't realize school's in session now and the speed limit's like 20. So I got a ticket. I got a speeding ticket. And I felt bad about it. I mean, you know, it wasn't my fault. I just wasn't paying attention. I wasn't going to fight it or anything. But so when I get to the Dice Arts house, I go inside and I call the local constabulary or whatever because I want to pay the ticket. Like, I just want to get it done with, you know? I just want to go ahead and pay the ticket. And I call them, and they're like, I'm sorry, we have no record of the ticket you're talking about in the system. She goes, when did it happen? And I said, oh, about 20 minutes ago. And there's like dead silence for like 10 seconds on the phone. And she goes, sir, if it just happened, it's not going to be in the system yet. I was like, oh, okay, well, when should I call back? She goes, I don't know, a week? And I said, oh, okay. So then I set a reminder on my phone to call back in a week to pay it. I would have, it did cross my mind to see if I could just pay the cop, but then I thought, no, that might be interpreted as bribery. So I did not do that. Thank you to everyone who just subbed during that story. That was a lot of subs that happened in a short time. I ain't got it yet, but it's perfect and you'll love it. Well, thank you, Matt. That's very kind of you. If you had no soft spot or special place in your heart for any of the games, but you played them all, you would think objectively Sinnoh would be one of the weakest regions story-wise. Really, Ari? That, I would not have guessed. My voice is cracked. I would not have guessed that. You can pay the police for the ticket in Napoli? Can you? See, I would like that. New goal 55. All right, we need someone to drop a like goal of 55 in the chat. So did I call back in a week? Oh yeah, I called back in a week and paid it. Absolutely. I mean, I set a reminder on my phone. Therefore, I did it. And thank you again for another new sub. You got Xerneas in Legends of the A, and right after you got a shiny. Nice. Congratulations. Bribery, conveniently the same amount as the ticket. Well, it's not a road that I would have wanted to try to go down. I would not have wanted to tempt fate with being like, oh, how much is the ticket? Well, here's some cash to pay it. You happen to enjoy Cyrus specifically for treating the player character like an interesting specimen, but aside from that, it's not really compelling. Okay, that's fair. How much does speed in a school zone cost? I think it was like 135. Didn't you? Okay. Thank you, Stephen Henry. Yeah, I want to say it was 135. I mean, I wasn't happy to get the ticket, but you know, I mean, I couldn't fight it. He got me. I screwed up, and I just wanted it taken care of. I'm American. I am an American. Ooh, Kim's getting a Kira package on Tuesday. That's exciting. Love this chat so much. Y'all are so wholesome. Well, Lacey, I hope you know that you're including yourself when you say that, because you're dang wholesome. Do I get demerits for that? No. Thankfully, I did not, because it happened out of state. Had that happened in my state, I probably would have gotten a couple points on my license. I mean, I guess technically there's a couple points on my license in that other state, but, you know, it's been a couple years, so I'm sure those points are gone now. Sounds like you have an accent. I might have a bit of an accent. I've lived around the country, and so my accent might be a little muddled. Might be a little bit of a mishmash. To further expand on this, you think most people who play BDSP after loving Diamond Pearl Platinum as a kid hated BDSP not because it was a bad remake, but because they don't like Sinnoh as much as they did when they were an uncritical kid. You know what? I think that's very fair, Ari. I think sometimes when you revisit things that you have fond memories of, it turns out that they don't hold that same magic when you go back to it. I think you're 100% right. Would the police also be speeding in a school zone to try and stop you? Yeah, I guess they were. You gotta go for the license plate highest score. No, John. No. Where's the shiny CORSOLA? That's what I want to know, Ivo Online. Hero has promised me. Made an unbreakable vow to me that the shiny CORSOLA will show up at 777. You did not promise. I think you did. I think you said, Hefty, I promise to you with all the fiber of my being that the shiny will be at 777, or I will wear a orange wig for a month. I'm pretty sure that's what you said in the chat earlier. How do you get an egg to be one specific Pokemon? So in the daycare center, I have a Galarian CORSOLA and a Ditto, and therefore every egg will be a Galarian CORSOLA. What are the odds? 1 in 512, because I'm doing the Masuda method, and I have the shiny charm. Like you personally, you've played Sinnoh countless times all throughout your life. You're talking at least 15 times. A BDSP was not shockingly bad to you. It was just fine. Yeah, I never thought of it from that angle, Ari. I've always said that I feel like BDSP was a disappointment for people that were fans of Gen 4, not because it was a bad remake, but because it didn't add anything really new, which it still kind of did. But I think that I've always said, like, the main issue isn't that it was a bad game, it's that you were expecting more. I think for someone that never played Gen 4, I'm sure they were perfectly fine with how BDSP played. Lucky 777, I hope so. But yeah, I never thought about that, the nostalgia aspect of it. You're probably 100% right. You are your full odds. You do not have a shiny charm, Ivo. Waiting for black and white remakes or Johto remakes? What do you think is going to come first, black and white remakes or a second remake of Johto? What's everyone in the chat think? I'm not taking one side or the other. It could go either way. I certainly never thought that we would have a second Kanto remake before we had Gen 4 remakes. Black and white. Didn't mind the Faithful remake. Just felt really clunky to walk through the region. Yeah, that's another thing. I wonder how much of the complaints had to do with quality of life updates that had happened in the years since. And to be fair, they did make some quality of life updates. You no longer needed HMs on your Pokemon. Black and white shiny Victini, the home reward, that'd be pretty cool. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, weren't you able to change boxes just throughout the game? You didn't have to be in a Pokemon Center? That was pretty good. Farloom Expert, what's up? Good to see you. You only got invested in Pokemon for like 2 weeks? Well, then thank you for hanging out on a Pokemon channel. Yeah, I take that as a compliment. You have 10 shinies? Nice. Full odds, 10 shinies, that's pretty good. So yeah, it's looking like black and white. A lot of people are saying they're going to come first. The outcry would always be massive no matter what they do. That's true. Kira, that's a good question. I've never actually finished playing through Black and White 2. And it's been a long time since I played Black and White. So I don't remember which one, if not both, had the hard mode option. Which I thought was a great concept. I think they should definitely bring that back. Particularly nowadays. Because I still love Pokemon games, but let's be honest. Outside of the Franklin fight in Legends Arceus and the Cynthia fight in BDSP, there hasn't been a challenge in a Pokemon game in a long time. Double legendary with only 3 Pokeballs caught. Nice, nice, good job. I think that outcry would be the same, even if they added as much as Aura said to Hoenn. They complained it felt too different. You're totally, Ari. You're totally right. We did do guess the plush. The plush was a Skorupi. Just regular old Pokeballs. You have a Scarlet marked Sinistea with Shiny Charm, no sandwich buff. Wow! Congratulations, Farloom Expert. Sorry if that's random. No, that's right on. Right on topic. We are a Pokemon streaming channel. Congratulations, that's pretty awesome. Pokemon spent more money on 3-second Super Bowl ad than Legends EA. Oh, 100% they did. Now, to be fair, that was not Game Freak. That was not the video game company that spent the money on that ad. That was the Pokemon company, which encompasses the games, the plushes, the cards, the clothing lines, the animated series, the conglomerate, right? The all-encompassing Pokemon company. They certainly spent a lot of money. They spent $10 million for that Super Bowl ad, minimum. But it's not fair to compare that to the budget of a video game, which is one product under one subsidiary of the Umbrella Corporation. Do I like my Plush Groupie? I do. Although I think the eyes look silly. But I can't say the eyes look stupid because my friend Jess has the same eyes. You need to get a micro SD for your phone and Switch? Do it. I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. That I didn't see more frustration, anger, vitriol, disgust, disappointment with the Super Bowl commercial. Because I was convinced that a bunch of yahoos were going to complain that there was no Gen 10 news in the commercial. Which, why would there have been? I'm playing on a Switch 2. Switch 2. Doesn't really change the graphics or anything. Helps a lot with the loading times, although I'm not doing a reset hunt, so it doesn't really matter. Rain, good morning, my friend. How are you? I heard you slept in yesterday because of all your overwatching. But I hope you had a lovely Valentine's Day. I was going to ask you to be my Valentine, but you stood me up. You really do wish the franchise would have broken the remake rules of only remaking the initial games to the definitive third games and remake Platinum and Sub Diamond Pearl. Yes. I disgust and disgust sound exactly the same. That's true. You were a second choice? No, not at all. I'm a poly Valentino. I Valentines many ladies. Stream's lagging. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not lagging for anybody else. I'm looking good on my end. We're getting very close. I think, wait, was that it? That was it. Kiro, you get your butt back in here. But Ari, I agree. So I will say this. I'm going to say something and then I'm going to qualify it. I don't have any sympathy for people that were upset that BDSP was not a remake of Platinum, because the remakes have never been the remake of the third game. But I wish they would start doing that. I think that would be the smart thing to do. But I don't have any sympathy for people that expected them to do that. You decided they're going to be playing some Master Mode in Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 Edition? Nice, Tyler. Enjoy that. You want an Emerald remake because you never played it? I never played it until a couple of years ago. Technically, HDSS had crystal elements. It did have some elements. I will give you that. I will give you that. They did incorporate a few things. But it certainly was not a crystal remake. With the fact being that I mean, the name alone would tell you that wasn't a crystal remake. Am I playing on anything today? I gotta do a load of laundry. I have some television to watch. I'm gonna play some more Kingdom Hearts. I started on Chain of Memories last night after 100%ing the first Kingdom Hearts. The only thing I wish there was be a section of the Distortion World, and they did do that. They did? There's Distortion World in BDSP? And it, charming that was an exact replica, but you do wish they list, you find or use newer Pokemon. That said, BDSP didn't make me feel any better about Gen 4. You're glad it was a Gen 4 Dex. One aspect of BDSP that I thought had so much possibility that they just absolutely botched. Oh, in Raminus Park. Okay, that's why I never did that section. Because I didn't need any of the legendary shiny. I never bothered with Raminus Park. See you later. You're gonna play Roblox. All right, enjoy. Surprisingly content filled. Huh. Yeah, I guess technically I never finished my decks in BDSP. Yoxis and Celebi never got an event for the Switch. That's true. You don't think BDSP had a full Battle Frontier? Yeah, I don't think it did. I never did like the Battle Frontier, Battle Park, Battle Tree type stuff. Just not my bag, baby. Thank you for the new sub. Hero, I hope you know I'm joking. I could never be mad at you. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. So one aspect of BDSP that I thought had a lot of potential, but they absolutely bungled it, was the Grand Underground. If they would have made the Shiny Charm work like it does in every other game that has a Shiny Charm, and if they extended the Diglett bonus to, say, 10 minutes, instead of, what was it, 3? I think people would still be streaming hunts in the Grand Underground. Two days in a row with the Detroit Tigers season tickets. That's pretty wild. Grand Underground was so much better in the OG games. I think it had a lot of potential with those rooms with all the Pokemon walking around. Like the vast majority of the first 4 gens Pokedexes were in the Grand Underground, and I think you could really have a lot of fun with that. The one in Platinum was generally very fun. Was it really? Okay, well, good. I mean, I'm glad. You got 25% off a smoke detector battery. Very nice, JJ. Stop that beeping. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if your smoke detector is beeping, replace the battery right away. Slowpoke. I don't know that. I'm not sure if it was determined as soon as you entered the room or not until you encountered. That's a good question. I don't know. One more egg. How is Smudge, JJ? Are we gonna hit 800? Is that really gonna be a thing that happens? BDSP is so boring to you, you left your game on Dialga to shiny it and never returned. Oh my goodness, Rain. What even the heck? Did I miss it, Rain? How was your day yesterday? Did I miss the message? I don't know if I did or not. Oh, you did. You got a bunch of good sleep in. I'm glad you got some good sleep in. Healthy as can be for an almost 65-year-old in human years. Nice. Glad to hear that. She'll be 12 this Easter. That is crazy. $250 chicks on Sylveon. You're making good progress there, Ivo. Of all the times I've been in Sinnoh. Well, Rain, did you play the original Diamond and Pearl? I can't remember. Yeah, PLA and Overwatch had updated to a new season. Did like the radar hunting, frustrating as it can, maybe. I did too. I did too. Okay, yeah, you played the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Nice. Yeah, both the OG Diamond and Pearl. Nice, Aiden. That's pretty awesome. Full batteries got some weight to them. That's right. But yeah, I mean, your point's very well made, Ari. If you've never experienced the story, then that is a pretty wild point to stop. Energizer and Duracell. Those are the two big ones. Here's all my mainline Pokemon games here. Only one I'm still missing is I need to reclaim an original Sapphire. I had Ruby and Sapphire when Gen 3 came out, but I gave Sapphire to my roommate at the time, so I would have somebody to play with. And, you know, he had it. I can't say, like, he never gave it back, because I gave it to him. I didn't let him borrow it. I said, here, I got you Sapphire, so we can play together. But now I need to, you know, get another copy of Sapphire. You have any tips for catching Thundurus, Tornadus, and Landorus in PLA? Oh gosh, I remember them being pains in the butt. I can't remember exactly what it is you need to do to get them to drop their shields. But yeah, you got to get them to drop their shields so that you can throw balls at them. I can't remember how to do that specifically. I think maybe it was throwing a whole bunch of globs, sticky globs. Maybe that did it. We're at 50 likes. Thank you all so much for the likes. Played Platinum, so your least favorite region so far. You think X and Y is your second least favorite? That's fair. What's your favorite, Lacey? You have a fake copy of Sapphire. As long as you know it's fake and you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. I want to get myself an original copy. I got some friends that are putting feelers out, trying to find me a copy. I have a case ready for it. I did buy the custom cases for all the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. Oh, you wanted a real one and you got scammed? I'm sorry. You have all three copies, Shiny Cornholio? Nice. Yeah, I'll show you. This is the custom case I have ready. Nice Game Boy Advance plastic case. Pretty dang cool. Where do you get the custom cases? Actually, it's funny you say that because it's right in here. Literally, the website is custom game cases. And see, it's got case here that it's pretty cool. Like they're generic cases, so it's big enough to hold a Game Boy cartridge, but then also this bomb section will just hold an Advance. You never sell your collectibles at a garage sale, let moms near it. That's how you save your collectibles. That's right. Here, I'll show you as a comparison. Here's Crystal. And you can see Crystal fits in there perfectly. And then here's Ruby. And Ruby just fits in the bottom section. How do I want to do this? Do it like this. So you can see same size catcher, but broken in half so that I can fit either Game Boy or Game Boy Advance. As for phase, Gen 5, Black and White, Victini is one of your favorite Pokemon. Reshiram is your favorite Legendary. Fortunately, identified with N on a personal level. That's why you liked it so much. Fair enough. And like I said, you know, my hot take with Pokemon is Gen 5 is my least favorite gen. I still enjoy Gen 5, don't get me wrong. That's why I say least favorite and not worst. But yeah, for me personally, it was just too grindy. Can it fit 2 Game Boy Advance cartridges? That's a good question. I haven't tried that. I'll have to check that out at some point. Didn't have any of those things happen, but you had a secret third thing. Moving around a lot as a child, lost your belongings because no one else packed for you. Yeah, I've lost some things with moves, which stinks. I feel that pain on a very deep level, Ari. Between all the moving I did when I was living with my parents, because I was a child and my dad, you know, was in the army, so we moved around a lot. Then me going off to college, and then me moving from house to house during college and then after college, while my parents continued to move until my dad retired. I somehow lost half of my binders of Marvel Comics trading cards from the 90s. It was very sad for me. But I lost like Marvel Universe Series 1, 2, and 3 and all my Spider-Man cards. Thankfully, I still have Marvel Universe Series 4 and 5 and all my X-Men cards. I would have been very sad if I lost all my X-Men cards. And then in the past several years, I've been able to reclaim Marvel Series 1, 2, and 3. In fact, there's a couple of members-only videos where you can watch me open those packs. But I still have to reclaim the Spider-Man cards, which is going to be rough. Because like buying a box of the Spider-Man cards from 1994, I'm looking at close to $300 for a box of those. But it's got to happen eventually. And then Series 2 of Spider-Man is even more expensive because they didn't print nearly as many. At least if you sold something as a kid, you had some temporary joy of money, right? But yeah, you and I, we just lost some stuff. We didn't get anything. We just lost some things. Second favorite, Sword and Shield, because you never felt more heroic than when that Versus Eternus theme came on and Zacian and Zamazenta came to our aid. That's fair. That was a pretty cool moment. You love Gen 5 and they remade them. Nintendo could have your money easily. Oh, I'm still going to buy them. I'm still going to enjoy the heck out of Gen 5. I just feel out of all the gens, it was a little too grindy for me. And I think, honestly, that was the only time in the history of me playing Pokemon that I felt like disappointed in the graphics. When Gen 5 came out, I think that was the only time I was like, okay, I'm ready for Pokemon to have better graphics. Is there a way to see if the boxes for the DS games are fake? I don't know, Christopher. I know there's some great people in the community that are better at spying fake things like Big Cheese Thrifts or Shinies. I don't know if boxes, if DS boxes, if there's an issue with those being fake or how to check. I mean, I know that my DS boxes are originals. I don't know how to compare them to fakes. Anything you guys regret throwing away, like game cases? I do regret throwing away game cases for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, certainly. There's a way to get into the Dream World website again with tricks. I doubt it. I mean, you might be able to through like the Wayback Finder. Like you might be able to see the old website, but you wouldn't be able to log in or anything. You're gonna save for a complete box Soul Silver? Nice. I hope you do. I hope you do. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to reclaim Dream World on my 3DS. After the site, or after the eShop went down, because I didn't even think about. I completely forgot about Dream World until maybe a little over a year ago. Someone mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot about Dream World." And I tried to re-download it, and thankfully I was able to. Um, you lost the most ironic Pokemon in Dream World when it shut down. What was it? Darkrai? Um, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I remember that was the only way to claim the Therian genies for a long time. I think until Gen 7. You have Heart Gold box and Walker. So if you get Soul Silver, it's a complete set. Nice, Kiro. Guess what? I got the Soul Silver box and Walker. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to check this out. I think Big Cheese was talking about this a couple weeks ago. I forgot to check. I wanted to see what all I have in the box. Let's see. Okay, we have the Pokewalker instructions. We have the important don't put Pokewasher in the wash instructions. And yes, I do have the cartridge insert for the game and Pokewalker. So I do have, so my Soul Silver. I feel like shinies right now. My Soul Silver, I guess, is actually complete in box. Let's see, we got the instruction booklet. We have the Wi-Fi connection instruction booklet. We have the health and safety precautions booklet, and then we get into the fun stuff. We have the Pokemon Rumble insert, exclusively via WiiWare service. Pokemon Rumble. And on the back here, it looks like we have Pokemon trading card game in stores. Legendary Pokemon Arise again in the Pokemon trading card game. So this was the Heart Gold Soul Silver TCG stuff. And we have the Join the Club, Club Nintendo Pokemon Soul Silver version. Telling me to register now with the... oh, I'm not going to let you see that. Actually, I don't think it matters now. But yeah, there's the registration pin. I don't think it would matter if anybody registered it. I probably already registered it. But yeah, so I do know now because I was curious because I forgot about the inserts in the box itself. My Soul Silver is complete in box. It's pretty dang awesome. Oh yeah, and then of course there's the cartridge itself. You sent Darkrai to Dream World thinking it might unlock some special event slash item. Given that he's in the embodiment of nightmares, they sent you an email saying it was going to shut down and to reclaim any Pokemon you had uploaded into the Dream World. And you just forgot and lost it. Oh no! Aerie, what the heck? I'm sorry. The irony of having the mon that causes bad dreams to be stuck in a perpetual sleep, right? The double Ho-Oh card is still a chase for you? I don't know anything about the actual trading card set. I didn't even realize that was a trading card ad, to be honest. Until I looked at it. My favorite Pokemon movie would probably be Probably the second one, the one with Lugia. Now, to be fair, there's a lot of Pokemon movies I haven't seen. I've seen the first 3 movies. I've seen the one, was it Lucario and the Mystery of Mew? Is that the name of it? I've seen that one. I've seen the Zarude one and the Shiny Celebi. I'm not sure if I've seen any others. Have I? Would I ever consider doing a Gen 4 or 5 hunt on stream? Yes, John, it's a little more difficult than just saying yes or no, but yes, I've thought a lot about it. I've even thought about doing a playthrough of Black or White 2, since that's the only mainline game that I've never actually finished. I've talked about this before. I picked up Black and White 2, or technically I picked up Black 2. And I never finished it. There was a small period where I stopped with Pokemon, and it was post Black 2, White 2, and I got back into it when Gen 6 came out. But yeah, I bought Black 2 and then stopped playing Pokemon for a while, so I never finished that one. Kingdom Hearts stream when? I've been thinking about it, Matthew. Now that I've finished the first Kingdom Hearts, I've started Chain of Memories. We did at one point play Birth by Sleep. We finished the Terra storyline, or maybe the Aqua storyline, and we started Terra. One way or the other. Did I 100% it? I'm considering it a 100% asterisk, Matthew. I never got the mystery mold from the Black Fungus, and I still didn't get the Defender and Mage Staff items or weapons from the enemies, because it's a 0.5% drop rate. Yeah, I did 100% Gummy Ship. But yeah, I got everyone to level 100. I finished all the synthesis and got the ultimate weapons. I beat all the optional bosses. Sephiroth was the last one I had to do. I did manage to get one of the rare truffles stuck up and bopped it 100 times, so I got the Shiitake and Matsutake rank. So yeah, I'm going to say I 100% of it. Like, there's still a few things I could do in there, but there's also a few things I could do in there that I could go back and do at any point. You bought Black 2 and the price for that cartridge, right? Yeah, you know, Black 2 was the cheaper one out of the two, right? I had to buy a complete inbox White 2. That was yikes. But thankfully, I had a good friend hook me up with that. Kingdom Hearts 2 is even worse than 100% with all minigames, but I have experienced 100%ing it. I've done it before, and I can do it again. You once pulled the VMAX Umbreon in a Pokemon pack, and you loved it until some days later you traded for a Blastoise and still haunts you this day. Yikes! I'm kind of working my way back up in chat, so I apologize. JJ says there's a sign up at work for people that are critical, innovative, and free thinkers, but there's no other information. You consider yourself a much more clear, free thinker in your 30s. Fair. Alright, let me back up. I want to see what Lacey's talking about here. Oh, you sometimes do challenge runs where you put the language as one you don't know and play through the game, test your knowledge of Pokemon. No, it's so what you can scan move descriptions, nature's base powers, and stats of the move, and even basic reads through dialogue, and have a basic idea of what they're saying or doing. Doesn't matter if it's German, Italian, French, or Japanese. That's really impressive, Lacey. That's really impressive. Do you have a lot of experience buying Pokemon stuff on eBay? I wouldn't say a lot of experience. I bought some things off eBay, Christopher. Some games. Honestly, though, with the games, since I don't want... This is terrible to say. Since I don't want to buy fake games, I typically don't even bother looking at listings that aren't expensive. And then... I think I might have looked out on a couple occasions, to be honest. I might have looked out that I didn't get a fake DS game. But I think at the time that I bought them, I don't think fake DS games were really a thing. I know they are now. When it comes to uh, pre-DS, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm very lucky. The only things I needed to buy were Sapphire, which I still need, Emerald, and I needed a replacement Silver. I had all the other DS and or I had all the other Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. The Emerald, I paid a pretty penny for, but I do know that it was real because my Game Boy operator, which also can act as a fake game spotter, reads it as a legitimate original Emerald copy. And then the Silver, there's some very obvious things I think you can tell with the Silver, but it also reads that as an original copy. Ending stream now. I should. We're going to do 5 more for good measure. We're going to do 5 more eggs. Because we did take a little bit of a break. I mean, we did hit our 150, but we also take a little bit of a break looking at games and stuff. So we're going to see if any of these shine. I think I need 2 more eggs to fill up the thing. But this will be the last 5 checks. If not, I can't believe we're going to go to a 6th stream or a 5th stream with this MASUDA hunt. This is now only 279 eggs away from being our longest on-stream MASUDA hunt. What's for lunch? I don't know, but I just got really hungry all of a sudden. So I might just have grilled cheese and tomato soup. Something I can make real quick and easy. It just hit me all of a sudden. I'm hungry now. Yeah, and that's yummy for a nice, not freezing, but kind of chilly day. Buzzer beater, here we go, John. But John, yeah, I think I would like to do a playthrough of maybe White 2 on stream at some point. I do have this goal to get the shiny charm in Black 2 and White 2. However, that's, as you may know, a multi-layered challenge. It means that basically I got to replay all the Gen 4 games. I think there's even some stuff from Gen 3 that I need to get in order to get the shiny charm in Gen 5. And, you know, had I known about this years and years ago, it would have been no problem. Or if I should say, if I would have thought about it years and years ago, it would have been no problem. But I've long since transferred all my original Gen 3 Pokemon and Gen 4 Pokemon up into Gen 5 and past it. So I can't go back and re-register those now in Black 2, White 2. Such a cheap, yummy, economical meal like pasta. I do like me some good pasta, and it is nice and cheap. No shiny. Was that the last one, or do we have one more? That was the last one. All right. Thank you all so much for keeping me company on this beautiful February the 15th. I also want to thank Shiny Cornholio for the 20 months of membership, Jess for the happy poop, and Big Cheese for the high five. Thank you all so much. We will be back on this hunt next Saturday. Next Saturday, let's try and get the shiny Corsola and get at least a couple hundred checks in on the blip bug. That's going to be our goal. But thank you all. Attach. Why wouldn't you attach? There we go. I'm trying to attach my Joy-Cons to the Switch. There we go. But thank you all for being here. You've been amazing, as always. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Have a great week. And remember, do something nice for someone today. Just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. Alenia, hello. And have a great day. I'm sorry you're coming in right at the end. But take care, everybody. Be good. See ya. John, I'll probably be talking to you later on. And bye bye.